Well, it's the second day of LCS here at the beginning of the year with coverage brought to you by Alienware. I'm joined right now by Smoothie to discuss how things are going so far on TSM. So unfortunate loss for you today, but you won yesterday. What has been going on kind of behind the scenes, generally speaking?
Nothing special. We've just been practicing, streaming a lot. We already had some triple blocks days, and it's been pretty fun practicing with the team. Okay. Yeah, today's loss, it was like a different play style than we usually play. BrokenBlade played really well today. He got like a couple solo kills, and he went on 2v2 top. So we were trying to play really heavily around top side, but we're not really used to that because usually I'm playing a champ like Rakan or Alistar who has like really brain dead engaged, and that's a style we play a lot in scrims. But for the upcoming future, I think we're going to change that a little bit and try to play different styles. And yeah, this week it was a good eye-opener, I guess.
What inspired the different style today, given that it was something different than what you guys had practiced a lot of?
I think we changed the draft a little bit for like champion, I guess, comfort. BB plays really good Aatrox, so we wanted to, and Akali as well, so we wanted to like trade that. And something we didn't do that much in scrims, but we were really confident in it. And it worked out for us. I think we just played really bad around it. And I think that, yeah, we'll fix that eventually. And yeah, one loss, not the end of the world.
Yeah, I mean, was the team in general okay spirits? Because I know, like, interestingly enough, like, it's never great to lose, but losing in that first week, I think sometimes teams feel a little bit more bitter.
I think if we lost yesterday and won today, it'd feel a lot worse. Okay. But I think winning the first game of the split's always like a pretty nice feeling, you know?
Yeah. It's like, okay, you can do it. You can pull it off.
Yeah.
And now, what's it been like for you adapting to TSM?
It's been a pretty easy process. I think everyone's been really, really nice to me, and the whole org's just been really professional, and yeah, everything's been going really smoothly. So I'm really happy with the way we're like progressing. Even though we lost today, I think that upcoming future and nearing playoffs will be a really, really good team.
Yeah. And then, do you feel any pressure on yourself to become like a shot caller or leader for this team? Because I asked because looking online, a lot of people have said like, hey, this is the first time that TSM in a while has had like this type of shot caller, or this person who can really handle this. You've been identified in the past as this person. Are you filling that role, and do you feel any pressure because of that?
I think I fill that role in a different way than on my other teams. I think that I'm kind of like the voice of reason, I guess. When things are becoming a lot harder during the mid game, especially on stage where there's a lot of pressure on us, people kind of like shut down sometimes and they don't know what to do. And I want to be the person that can just bring us all back together and always have a plan in mind at least. That's going to be my role, I think. And I think everyone, if they're ahead, they have a really good idea of how they want to play the game. Like Bjerg, obviously, he's been always vocal. Even BrokenBlade, he's been a really vocal top laner too, like one of the more vocal ones that I've ever played with. And yeah, he knows how he wants to play the game. And even though we're still a new team, he's actually still performing at a pretty high level. So I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah, what has it been like having him come into the team? I mean, obviously you're new as well, but I think maybe a bigger jump for him coming over to NALCS, now LCS. What has it been like having him around?
I guess BrokenBlade's kind of like he's like a really funny like troll guy who just, I don't know, he likes to make people laugh, you know? That's just like his
like the comedic relief?
Yeah, pretty much. Like, he's never a dull moment when you hear him. He's kind of like, if he's ever quiet, he just spouts some random meme. Like, it doesn't even make sense, and he just says like some super random stuff, and I guess it's pretty funny. Like, he's a really good guy.
Well, actually, I'm happy you brought that up because it kind of speaks to the culture of TSM right now and the atmosphere. And in the past, there's been a lot of players who have left TSM and gone to other teams, including Sven, who went to C9, who have basically voiced like, oh man, on TSM it's like really intense. It doesn't always feel great being there. What has it been like for you joining TSM, and how does it compare to other teams you've been on?
For me, so far, the pressure's been pretty low since the only beginning, but I feel like players like Sven and other junglers or whatever, they've been to Worlds and like really high competitive levels. And with TSM, I bet it's probably pretty hectic because all the fan base pressure and pressure your teammates, pressure to perform, and just having the prestige of being on TSM. Like, you join TSM to be on a winning team with a winning culture. So I think that's why it feels that way. But for now, it's been really great. Like, it hasn't been, I guess there is pressure, but at the same time, like, everyone's trying hard, but not putting so much pressure on their teammates. And we're all just holding each other accountable to like get as best as we can on our own, you know? And I think it's working out pretty well.
What's it been like working with Tony?
Working with Tony, it's been really good so far. I think he likes to focus a lot on like the big picture macro stuff instead of like some coaches, they look at team fights and say like, oh, you can't flash here. Like, if you don't flash here, then this team fight's won, right? Like that's kind of whatever. Mechanics are stuff that you can always work on in solo queue. So I think he's doing a really good job of just keeping us on the right page during review, and yeah, it's been pretty good.
What and then how does he fit into like the broader support staff there? Like is Parth involved with the team, or I mean like what's kind of going on behind the scenes on the support side?
So for Parth, he has been less involved with the team. He's more of like a manager slash like upper management kind of thing. As for our staff in general, we have like Tony, we have Lustboy, and then we have like a bunch of other like smaller analysts and coaches that help all the players out individually. So it's been really, really nice working with people who just can add a second opinion or just add more input to review. So that's been really helpful.
What about the rest of the players? Are they really tough to work with?
Speaking of rest of the players, yeah, this Bjergsen guy though, very toxic player.
Playing Urgot today for the team, really toxic by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone's been really great so far, honestly. Like everyone, I can see everyone's really motivated to win. I think Sven and Bjerg, and myself even, we have a lot to prove in that. Like, it kind of feels weird because we went to Worlds a lot in the past. Like, I went to Worlds twice. Bjergsen's been to Worlds like his whole career almost. Yeah. Sven too. And it feels like now that Mithy's not with Sven anymore, I have a big shoes to fill too because Mithy was the heralded like best support in EU for a long time. Yeah. And yeah, I think everyone's just really, really passionate and they really want to win. I can already see that and feel it in the atmosphere of the team. So that's really, really good. And everyone's trying really hard to improve.
All right. Is there anything you would say to any of the TSM fans who are super excited to watch the team play throughout the rest of the split?
Yeah, just sorry for losing today's game. I think we should have won it, but we played really badly around BB and Acadian, how far they were. That's our bad. I think next week and the upcoming weeks will be a lot better. I think every day we're improving like a lot. Even if we lose games in scrims, I think it's been like super productive. So I hope that, yeah, keep supporting us.
Well, looking forward to seeing how the team does throughout the rest of the split. For everyone else, you can check out the rest of my coverage of all things esports right here on my YouTube channel. It's a brand new year at LCS. There's so many changes, incredible changes. I can't keep up with them. Golden Guardians might actually be good. We haven't seen them play yet, but they were garbage last year. Do you remember that? There's a lot of stuff that changed. There's a Golden Guardians person over there. They just almost threw something at me. But among the changes, by the way, it's a change for my content here at the LCS. I'm sponsored by Alienware. You might have heard about this. We did a whole commercial about it. It's pretty exciting stuff. They also sponsor the LCS, so that's also a change. It's just a year of changes. And if you would like to change your current situation or your hardware, why don't you open up the description below, click the link, check out the Alienware hardware that they've got on sale there. It's super cool. God, I almost keep saying rad. I have to not say rad because you guys yell at me in the comments when I say rad. It's dope. It's sick. It's yeah, I got nothing else. Either way, a bunch of cool stuff in the description. Check that out. Thanks so much to Alienware for sponsoring my stuff.